this is Laura, back for more of the 30-day stretch challenge. Today's day 4. If you miss some days, don't worry. I'm going to review every single time all the stretches we did before. I'm just going to do them more quickly with less instruction. So if you need more instruction on the beginning of the stretches that we do, go back and review the other videos on bodyloveproject.com. Turn your toes all the way in and heels all the way out, opening up the outside leg. Knees are straight, pelvic floor pulling up and in. Balance off your hips. You don't want to be poking out this way or tucking under this way. You want your hips nice and balanced. Now you're going to interlace your fingers like so. You're going to push your hands straight up overhead, straight up. Okay, so it looks like this. We're going to do this for at least 10 deep breaths. And this is a stretch you can do anywhere, and you should. It's very effective. It undoes the damage of sitting to some degree. So if you have a sitting job, if you would set a timer and every 30 minutes stand up and do this stretch, you would feel so much better, very refreshed. Your body would feel refreshed from unraveling everything from your feet through your hands and all the load-bearing joints in between. So we just did 10 deep breaths, hands come down. Now we're going to do a classic toe touch. This time your feet are going to be parallel. They are not going to be toes in, they're going to be parallel. And you're going to reach way up and slightly behind yourself and down and hug your feet. Way up and behind and down. We're going to do 10. This is a basic stretch, but very, very good for you. Again, we have to treat the body as a whole when we stretch it. If you just stretch one muscle group, that muscle group gets even more tense. You have to unravel the body as a whole. Everything is interconnected. So if you've been trying the same stretches forever for a tight area and they haven't been working, that means that you need other stretches. And I'll bet you by the end of 30 days, if you do this whole series, which will stretch the whole body, you'll have it taken care of, or at least you'll have made some progress. Okay, that's got to be at least 10. Okay, down at the bottom, we're going to walk through the knees, walk through them, opening up the hips more. Now, wag your shoulders and head, swing them side to side. Then we're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. Head comes last. So your tailbone tucking under, sacrum tucking under, opening up lumbar spine, thoracic spine open now. Lifting up through my cervical spine, up through the top of my head. Hands come all the way up to finish, and I bring them down. Okay, shoulders circle back. We're going to do side bends. Feet are parallel, double hip width, over and up, over and up. Good. Staying, keeping the stretch in the side body, not pulling your body forward, but straight to the side. And keep your arms as straight as possible for the biggest stretch. I think this is 10. And roll our shoulders back again. Yesterday's stretch, pushing into the hips. Very simple, but very effective. When I do this, I really feel the run that I took earlier. I feel it here. The hip flexor stretching down, this hip flexor attachment. I happen to feel it, so I know this is very good for the hip flexors, for one thing. But it's also opening up our groin muscles. We're squeezing with the waist muscles, so all the obliques, most the internal obliques, but opening up all the spine stabilizers that move the spine laterally. And that's enough of that. Now we're going to do another classic move, a windmill. Don't discount the value of these classic moves, but they need to be done well, okay? So feet are, again, parallel, legs are straight, knees pulled up into your thighs, your pelvis is balanced off, pelvic floor pulling up, ribs in, belly button in, and we're going to come down and across and lift. Down and across, the back arm comes up, squeeze in your belly button and even look up at that arm. Squeeze in your belly button and turn around. Good. Try not to let your knees bend. And that, if that means you only come partway down, that's fine. Good. Keep going. We're going to do 2 more. Over. Actually, let's do 2 more after that, just for good measure. And 1 more. Great. Circle those shoulders back 1 more time. Don't you feel so much better? Your body loves to stretch. I'm telling you, it does. Babies and animals love to stretch, and they're not really into self-inflicted pain. Although it's important to, again, like I said, to stretch the whole body. So your whole body starts to feel agile, and then your stretching will feel really good. And you can start stretching at any age, too. So it's always going to help you to feel better. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And please think of something that you love about your body. And just a hint, if you add some positive message like this, some positive thought on the end of every workout that you do, you'll enjoy your workouts much more. It's just a behavioral programming trick, to tell you the truth. But who doesn't want to feel good? Let's do 1 more. All right, thanks for joining me. Tune into BodyLoveProject.com for more good stuff.